Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
For fuck's sakes. I hate this man.
Hi everyone. Welcome back to our channel. So we decided not to break down Miraculous because we've already talked about it at length. And it came out a long time ago. So
Miraculous would be in the description.
yeah. So also So what we're gonna do is just gonna skip past Miraculous, and we're gonna jump right into Monsters. Ooh. So who wrote the song? What inspired it? So I wrote it. I feel very selfish.
He's so vain. It's unreal. You can't ask yourself the question. Who wrote it? I wrote it.
So I guess if no one's gonna, I wrote it. If no one's gonna take the credit, I wrote it.
He's just there like, did I write it? I think I wrote it.
Last time I checked, I wrote that shit. So I wrote Monsters, and I remember the exact moment when I wrote it. I was on a train from work. I feel like
All of these have just been on trains.
Okay, just a disclaimer. I love what I do. I love where I work. Okay, I'm just gonna say that it wasn't them. It was me. I was the problem. I was trying to figure my shit out. Okay, I love where I work. I just want to say that it's not like I work in like a really horrible place. It's a great place. I love everyone there. Anyway, back to the song. So I was coming back from work, and I literally got on the train, and I was on the train. I was sitting there, and the line that came to me was, "It's hard to focus on who you want to be." Again, calling back to this idea of not knowing where you fit in the world. So that line literally came out at me. I wrote it down on my phone, and then everything else just came after that. It's hard to focus on who you want to be. I've spent years in the darkness, mining my best qualities. Now, when that line came out, something interesting happened there. Now, I wasn't just writing about trying to figure out my place in the world. I was writing about how to be a better person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ollie. Was that boring you?
Right.
Was that boring you?
There's a big football match that's on in the background, and like there was a goal, so like.
Oh
I
yeah.
was sort of.
Boy, that's more important than the album, prick.
Sorry.
So once that line came out, I realized that I was writing more about. I started not only to write about trying to figure out my place in the world, but also writing about how to become like a better person. How do you figure that out? Like how do you? That's why mining my best qualities. Like how do you become your best self? And kind of that's what Miraculous was about as well, and also Ferocity. But for some reason, that idea clicked more when Monsters was written. And also just the whole imagery of it just sort of came out. In my mind when I was writing the lyrics, I was imagining myself like in this dark cave, and then surrounded by monsters, and then there's literally like I don't know. That's just literally how that song came out. I normally tend to visualize what I'm writing, and then like I write around that. So whatever you read when you see the lyrics, that's literally what I will see. So what does this song mean to you guys?
I thought this song was about monsters that were like in your head, or like an anxiety or depression sort of thing.
That's what I would have said as well.
Yeah, that's what I always thought about it. And as soon as I spoke to you about it, Shani, it's kind of like you're like, no, these are people. These are like, these are monsters. These are things.
But just to add to what you're saying, or correct you a little bit, I was meaning more as in like the monsters are are within you and they are you. So like it's this idea of like you try and do good things but you don't. You end up doing something else. You know what I mean?
To be fair, there is no right or wrong answer to how...
There is. Like, I wrote the song. I know what's right and wrong. I know.
But as a listener...
I know what's right.
Yeah. As a listener, whatever you interpret it as is fine. Okay? Like, it can be monsters within yourselves, or it can be...
That was my interpretation. But whatever it is, if anything, put it down in your comments. I can't believe I'm saying this. Put it in the comments. Put it down in the comments below. No, but seriously, put it in the comments below what you think Monsters is about, what it means to you. And deal off with the rest of the songs as well. Like, let us know what the songs mean to you. We'll read them. We read everything because we have nothing better to do. We will
for me...
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
For me, Monsters would be about battling sort of inner demons. So for me, my biggest problem would probably be anxiety, especially with the world that we're living in at the moment. It's a new age world, obviously with coronavirus and everything going on. We're sort of having to learn to overcome and adapt, and you know, you can't just be stuck in your room all the time. Like, you have to, like I said, adapt and overcome and just sort of go with the flow, and you have to try and force yourself to be better. You have to accept what you've got and just move forward. Obviously in the safest possible way. I'm not saying, like, you know, just go and put yourself in danger, but just simple things to like overcome it. But I feel like with Monsters, it's a good song as well, because it starts off soft and mellow, and then like the soft mellow part is sort of the acknowledgement of what's going on with everything, and then the build up and the breakdown, and the heavier part is conquering and defeating these metaphorical monsters, either in your head or like physical people. So I feel the song represents something really positive.
For sure. It's one of my favorite songs to play live. It's the song I look forward to the most.
Also, Ollie, fact number 2, this is also another song that's in my top 3 breakdowns of the album.
Oh, really? You know what? I agree. I live for
There's
the
only
breakdown.
one more to go. You gotta wait for it.
There is actually an Easter egg about this song.
Yeah.
So when we recorded it, the first verse had a guitar part.
Oh yeah.
And when Taka sent it to us, I couldn't hear nothing. There was nothing for ages.
Do you remember that?
Why can't I? What's happened to the song? He sent it wrong. And suddenly this voice came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's hard to
And it worked.
focus with no guitar part. And I was like, this is wrong. I was like, what the fuck is this? Then when I got home, because I was in my car, I like pulled over to hear it, and I was like, yeah, I need to get home and figure out what's gone wrong.
Yeah.
I put the headphones on, I listened to it again, I was like, holy fuck, this is genius.
Yeah.
And then we spoke to Taka saying, oh, we love what you did. And he was like, what did I do?
Wait, was that a mistake?
Yeah. He went,
It was, yeah.
yeah, he went,
He forgot
what do you mean
to
you
add the
took the
thing.
guitar apart? Oh, let me listen.
And he goes, "Oh shit, that's actually sick." That's
Because it did. It
was a
worked.
mistake.
Because I remember before the album had been released, and before we'd even written... No, not before we'd written the song. So the song had been written. But before we'd actually recorded the song, we'd played some gigs, and before there was like a little intro guitar part, which is now the sort of interlude between Miraculous and Monsters. So go listen to that as well.
Yeah, because you guys are skipping that quick.
We see the numbers. We see you.
We see what you've been doing. Oh my god, it's like 2 plays. Me and my mom. What the fuck? That's mad. You know?
Yeah, they're ready to skip.
Do you know what's funny? It's like you don't even know what. Okay, this is what surprises me though. You don't even know that it's mainly like a voicemail, or a voice note. What? How are they skipping? How do they know it's coming? You know what I mean? They just actually go plop, and I'm like, let it play. Let the whole thing play.
Let it play.
Did we talk about how we recorded it? Like, I mean, how we thought of the idea, like, of playing.
Yes. So the idea for the interlude originated from the first time we actually wrote Monsters, like in terms of figuring out the vocal melody and the guitar melody. So we were meant to rehearse and someone didn't turn up. I won't say who it is. And Oliver didn't show up because traffic. It was crazy. I think it was traffic.
No, he just didn't show up and he didn't tell us.
Oh yeah, he didn't say us.
Listen,
I was
it's
trying to come.
a really long way.
I
I
was trying to
called him
come
about
up with
100
this
times, making sure he is okay. He didn't answer once.
But that's neither here nor there. It's here, but we won't talk about it. So
Yeah, because I wasn't there. He likes that. That's definitely making the video. I'm so happy.
Anyway, so Oliver doesn't show up. So we're like, okay, what we're gonna do, Ricky? And he was like, well, I don't know. Do you have anything you've been working on? And oh, I've got this song. And he was like, oh, I've got this melody. He played me the melody first. Yeah, actually, you played me the melody first. And I was like, oh my God, Ricky, I know exactly what song that should go. That should go with, that it would go with. And then I showed you Monsters, and then you're like, yep, let's try it. And the first version of Monsters was basically just guitar reverbed, like just it was just so dense, and then just very soft vocals. And then what we did was I think you were playing the guitar, and I was trying to contact Oliver and see if he was on his way. And it was on loudspeaker.
I remember this story.
But it was on loudspeaker, and then all we got was like the number you have dialed.
Tone, right?
Yeah, the number you have dialed is either outside the coverage area or has their phone switched off. Please fuck off. And I was like, oh my God, this is so sick. And I was Rick, and then I held it up to the microphone, and then we played that first, and then I started singing, and then like literally a year later or a year and a half later, Ricky had the idea to like we should put it in. Actually, we wanted to put it in, but we forgot. But then you reminded everyone like, put this in here. Like this needs to go in at the beginning. So that's how that came out. Yeah.
Just a quick question for you guys. Sorry. What made you guys? I'm asking you like I'm not part of the band, but like,
you're a fan.
What made you guys? Yeah. Oh, guys, this is awesome. Like, what made you guys separate the interlude between the actual song? Because obviously, when we played it live, we had the little guitar part at the beginning. So, what made you want to separate the two? This is a question for either of you.
I think just because Taka made the mistake and took out the guitar part. So, like, if we suddenly had a guitar part and it disappeared and then a vocal came in, I feel like it would have been a bit disjointed.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I agree.
But live, obviously, we still play the little guitar interlude.
Oh yeah,
it sounds pretty as fuck.
It's a mood setter. Like literally everything quiets down, and then like it's just soft vocals, and then it starts to build, and then it just explodes. Obviously. Into the daku da.
Oh yeah,
best.
Like I said, it's one of my favorite. It's my top 3 breakdowns, but also that intro to the song is one of my favorites as well. The live intro. For
sure. If just to plug ourselves, if there's a reason to see us live, it's this song. Like this song, like literally, I feel like, and whenever it comes to our set list, this song is what literally pulls everything together, because it comes off, I'm not gonna say what song, but it comes off really, and then when we dive into this, it changes the mood dramatically, and then for us it's sort of like, this is what we're all about, and then it's crazy. There's dancing, there's like people with confetti. There's not really, we can't afford them, but we like to imagine that there is, and it's a whole show. So so come to our shows, people. Not for the money, just because we want to see you. We want to see your faces. Yeah. But yeah, that is Monsters. Okay, we went through Monsters. Awesome. Thank you for watching this video. Appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. To the next video. And comment again. This time, we're going to be breaking down Hang. Find out the secret behind that song in the next episode.